I just feel like our overall team energy, we started off pretty slow, but, we picked it up in the end and we had depth. So once we made the switch and really we just turned the switch on ourselves, and it was all to us and we came through today.
MA, you're physically dominant today. I don't know what other way to say it, right? You feel like you've been building towards something like this. What was it like from your perspective?
For sure. Going in, we know they were shorthanded. I knew they didn't have a lot of depth at that big spot, so I knew I was going to be you have to be aggressive on the offensive glass, and that was my mindset from the start. Just crash the glass, because they didn't really have a lot of big guys down there. So that's really helped me get off to a great start, and I just continued that throughout the game.
Strong close for the team as a whole. You feel like there wasn't a whole lot of big reactions. There wasn't a whole lot of, chest bumping or anything. This kind of felt a little bit like a business-like performance. Was that a correct read? It just kind of felt that way towards the end. Rondell, what do you think?
I feel like it was definitely a business trip. We came here with one thing only, that's to win. That Baylor loss, we just could have bounced back for that. And that's what us today. We couldn't go 2 in a row. So shout out to all the coaches and everybody else for giving us a great game plan. We just followed through tonight.
Members of the media, if you have questions for Oklahoma State's Rondell Walker or M.A. Moncrief, please click raise hand. We'll try and get to everybody. We just ask that you please address the question to whoever it is that you would want to answer it. Our first question is going to come from Barry Trammell from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Barry. Barry, let's try maybe one more time. Go ahead, Barry.
Okay. Hey, Rondell, you guys, you shot great tonight. Last time, I didn't see the final. You're up in the 60% range. But you had 24 turnovers. How do you explain such a good shooting night, but also so many carelessness mistakes with the ball?
I feel like today we came in with the game plan was to play fast and play smart, and I feel like we played 1 or 2. We didn't really play smart at times, and we kind of got loose with the ball. Instead of 24, there was about 20 of them unforced, so that's just something that's easy cleanup for us, and good thing we play hard enough to come with the win in the end.
Our next question is going to come from Jacob Unruh from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, Rondell, I know you missed Saturday's game with an arm injury. Can you kind of talk about what you were dealing with and how you felt tonight with the arm?
No, that's pretty much a team thing. So
How'd you feel, though?
Felt good enough to play, so that's really all that matters today.
That's fair. For either one of you, on the turnover aspect of it, is that maybe a product trying to do a little bit too much, knowing how shorthanded they are and trying to be so aggressive?
Yeah, we try to play fast for sure. I feel like we got a little careless at times too today. We might have taken our foot off the gas pedal a little bit, just looking at their bench. We can't do stuff like that. But like you said, I think we play a little sped up at times, and that's what caused all those unforced turnovers.
And MA, kind of is something different for you than 2 double-doubles in a row? What's kind of clicked for you the last 2 games?
Just doing what my team needs me to do, really. Kay's not here. Dale was gone last game. We miss him. Everyone's bagged up real bad, so I just gotta step up. That was it. That's my mentality. Just step up and attack the offensive glass.
And one more for you, MA, real quick. The way Caleb played tonight and the way even Bernard played tonight, what did you guys kind of discover maybe in the paint with you 3?
For sure. When teams are short-handed like this, we can get anything we want, really. We just got to be dominant down there. And we got to finish. We got to score them. That was really the biggest thing. But for sure. Like you guys can see it. When teams are small like that, we just got to play through our bigs and we'll be dominant.
Awesome. Thanks, fellas.
Our next question comes from Marshall Scott from Pistols Firing. Go ahead, Marshall.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my mic's over here. Rondell, has that right corner always been your spot? I feel like you've made the majority of your 3-pointers this season from that right corner.
I wouldn't say always. I used to couldn't be able to shoot the corner, to be honest. That was like my arch nemesis. But moving into college, that's really where, most of the shots I ended up being in. So over time, I just had to really adapt to hitting that corner shot. And that's what my team needed me to do. So I got to just get more reps in the gym, and just the outcome it gets.
And then Avery, he had some nice isolation moves today. I'm sure that, Rondell, you've had to guard him in practice. How tough of a guard is he?
In my opinion, he the toughest to guard on the team one-on-one situation. Just is you said no. You said no
He top 3.
with 3 dribbles.
He top 3.
In my opinion, 3 dribbles one-on-one. He's one of the toughest to guard in the squad. So yeah, I'm not just surprised with anything he does with the ball on the court. So anything he does is just a winning play for us.
What makes him so difficult to guard?
I feel like with his handle, he can get anywhere he wants. And then on top of that, he has a great mirroring game. So he'll get to that a couple times. And after that, Hezlo's coming. So he keeps you guessing. So yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Sure.
Our next question comes from Robert Allen from Triple Play Sports. Go ahead, Robert.
For you, I feel like you should.
Yeah, I'm going to ask this one to MA because you guys went so long without practicing and just had a couple of practices before Baylor. And then this game, you probably had no scouting report. Or if you did, it probably wasn't very accurate because I don't think it came out till just before the game how many of their guys were missing. How are these games to prepare for during this COVID, especially the last couple, where it's really been kind of hard to prepare?
No, well, that's one thing. We got the greatest coaches in the conference, I feel. So they're gonna prepare us regardless. Like you said, we had a short turnaround, but they prepared us. They prepared us well. I feel like we didn't, like you said, we didn't know who was playing. They were shorthanded. They came off their little COVID protocol, so we didn't really know what to expect from them. But I feel like our coaches prepared us enough to where we could play well tonight. So that's kudos to them.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
I know you guys have some weather here, so we're going to try and speed you along and get you out of here as quick as possible. So this will be the last question. It'll come from Barry Trammell, the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, Matthew, you talked about you bigs playing together. It seemed like starting with the Baylor game that Boynton was playing a lot more 2 big guys together. And what you described about being, you sort of had Iowa State outmanned. You didn't have Baylor outmanned. What is it about, no matter what kind of team you're playing, Baylor or a team like Iowa State, that the 2 bigs together really seems to work?
Well, I mean, it's just I feel like it takes. So when I'm playing with KB or Burn, they gotta lock in because they're big bodies. So I feel like that gives me a chance to get to the offensive glass. I might have a smaller guy guarding me. So I just feel like either which way, it's going to be an advantage for me or it's going to be an advantage for me or Burn or whoever.